Hello again, and welcome to video part number 2 of assisTeach. This is our actual website. It is on assisTeach.businesscatalyst.com for now. By the end of this project, we might purchase the licensing for assisTeach.com. This is the homepage when you arrive, and it's got a little bit of information about what our goal is and the whole point of this project. And they have a link to our original proposal that we submitted to Pearson, which was accepted by Pearson for us to actually get started on the project. And then along the top, we have numerous links. One of them takes us to news, which is just kind of stubbed out, but here eventually there will be news for education. And just some related files. I put up some of the papers that we read in this class, actually. More files will be added soon. We were just working on the functionality. And then there are forums. And you can click general forums to go into the general forums. And there's all of the posts. There's one welcome post right here. And you can reply. You can actually sign in with a username and password, and you can post to the forums if you'd like to. So those are just about fully functioning, actually. If you're a new user, you can create a new profile right there. That's forums. And then one more over is links, just with the sort of links for education. There's going to be more things added along the top here to the navigation bar, maybe having some of these links as actual pull downs to several subtopics. So we have a little bit more of work to do on this website, but for the most part we've been working on the template and getting everything to look really good, just to start with, and we'll be adding in content and attaching it to Pearson's APIs in a little bit. And hopefully in the future, right here in the files, we'll have kind of highlighted and at the top our program and the other half of our project for 481, which is the lesson planner, and you can click to actually download it. It'll download to your computer, and you can view it there. And this is the NetBeans IDE, where we are currently developing in Java the actual lesson planner that I just said would be downloadable from the website. So here's a little bit of our code, and this is our setup in the IDE. And when you actually run it, you get a little window that looks something like this. Very basic to start with. You can type in your name, the date that you want to make a lesson plan for, and then the class subject that you want to make the lesson plan for, and then just a quick overview of the activity. So basically, this is really about as basic as it gets. That's because we don't really know how to make lesson plans right now. So that's going to be a big step that we have to make in the future, is making this better scaffolded for teachers to create lesson plans.
Hey guys, it's Chris, and I'm going to talk to you about the project implementation details. The scope of our project is mainly to create a network through our website where teachers can collaborate and more effectively create lesson plans. The technologies that we are going to be using to attain this goal include Java as the language of choice for the lesson planning application, the NetBeans IDE in order to develop the application, Adobe Dreamweaver, and Adobe Business Catalyst for the web development stuff, and I'll talk more about those in a second. And finally, the Pearson APIs are going to be tied in to our application in order to fulfill the requirements of the contest we are entering. Currently, we feel pretty confident with most of these tools that we're using as far as Java and NetBeans go. It's just a language and an IDE that most all of us are pretty used to. Teddy is very confident in the web development stuff, and I'm catching on pretty quick here. The biggest problem that we're having now is just trying to catch up and learn the Pearson APIs and how to use those in our application. We picked these technologies mainly for the reason of having them, to be able to be used on any OS out there. Java can be compiled and run on anything as long as Java is installed, and obviously having a website that can be read in any browser on any OS. NetBeans, like I was talking about before, allows for quick prototyping of Java applications that use Swing, and so I was just doing some Googling and found that on the internet, and it's turned out to be really great for developing this application. Adobe Business Catalyst and the Adobe Dreamweaver that we're using for web development the name kind of speaks for itself. It's really well known and really powerful as far as web development goes. Our timeline for implementing this project, we're going to start out, we've already done some prototyping initially of both the website and the Java application, and we do have some working models so far. Our next step is to integrate the Dropbox feature and the single sign-on from the Pearson APIs, and we're hoping to have that implemented by November 1st. We would like to have a stable working version of the lesson planner that we can have as a downloadable file on the website by November 8th. We would like to have an upload feature where teachers can use the Java application and upload their lesson plans to the website for discussion by November 21st. And throughout the entire project, we are going to be interviewing and talking to teachers and principals, and we've already done some of that, just so we can really get into the mind of a teacher and how they work and how they think about developing lesson plans effectively. As far as roadblocks and potential slip-ups that we see, like we said before, just being able to use these Pearson APIs effectively and getting a grasp on how they're going to incorporate into our application is the biggest step that we have to make. But other than that, I think we're pretty confident in our skills and what we are able to do.